Hey everyone, so I'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Selena Kyle, or Catwoman, from the Batman movie. I got this figure used at the same bookstore that I got that Joker that I recently reviewed, or not recently, I reviewed that like a couple months ago, so it's not really recently, is it? So obviously I don't have any packaging to look at because this figure came in a plastic bag, so let's just take a look at the figure. Starting with the head sculpt, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's not accurate to the movie, but I kind of like how this looks better than how she did look in the movie. I just like the ski mask look like this, not the half-cut ski mask. But it has some really nice texturing on it. Let me just put it towards the light more, and then she just fell over. Let me just zoom in. It has some really nice texturing on it. From the face, from part of the face that I can see, I guess it looks like the actress. I forgot her name, but yes, I think it's really nice head sculpt. You got like a collar there, right? That's what it looks like, or like a neck choker, whatever you call those things. And there's some more nice texturing along the figure. And nice, you got some gloss right there for the gloves, and then more of that just nice texturing for the rest of the suit. Got some more detail right here. Some gloss right there for the belt. The waist on mine doesn't really like to line up, well, it's mine now, but whoever else this was, I guess their figure, then their waist didn't line up on this. It's just stuck there for this one. There's some gloss on the belt, and then there is some texturing, some different color right here on the crotch area. It looks like a more bluish color right there, and then it goes all the way around to her ass as well. You got more of that texturing right there, more sculpted in detail there. And then you got the knees, what look like what would be knee pads, but then you got some boots right here. I really like this costume design of Catwoman. It's really nice. Don't like this ball right here though. And then you got the heels there, which surprisingly she can still stand up pretty good, kind of good. As I struggle to zoom out, there she can stand up pretty well. Never mind, I take back what I said. She cannot stand up pretty well. Okay, now she's standing up. Never mind. That's probably why you're gonna have to give her a display stand. Where that's just move along to accessories. For her accessories that she came with, she comes with a display stand. I do not have the card in hand because it didn't come with the card. So you got a display stand with DC logo on it that pegs right into the feet. There, now she can stand up very well. Although the stand is very loose. It's not that tight, but it helps her stand up, which this figure desperately needs. He also comes with this whip right here. I first thought that a piece was broken off of this, but I think that's actually how it is supposed to look. And that can go into her hand very loosely, actually. The thickest part right here is that doesn't even go in her hand good. Okay, I was gonna say it was kind of a tight fit, but it really isn't. So, both her accessories that she comes with is kind of a loose fit, excluding the card, since she didn't come with the card. But for what she comes with, I guess is pretty nice. For what she would have come with if the card was included. Measuring this Selena Kyle to see how tall she is. She stands roughly about 6 3/4 inches tall, or almost 7 inches, which I think puts her at a good height next to the Robert Pattinson Batman, which she looks really good next to him. I really like how that looks. And then yes, compare her next to this really oversized piece of shit bike. This is really oversized, like too big. I said this in my review, way too big. Yeah. For articulation, get that stand out of here. There is a dumbbell joint up the head, allowing her to look up, not that far, look down that far. Do have a slight amount of tilt rotation. somewhat of a butterfly in there. Get forward and back, up and down. Arm can hinge up that far, can rotate around 360. Bicep, double bend at the elbow, gets you that much range. Ball joint at the waist or the abdomen. Can crunch forward a lot, but you got some gappage there. Can crunch back a whole lot. Got some gappage though. Get some really nice side to side and rotation. Hinge at the leg, can kick up that far, kick back that far. Goes out, can do the full split. Got a somewhat thigh, double bend at the knee, gets you that far. No boot rotation, can rotate at the ankle though. Ankle can hinge up, hinge down. You do have, well, really no ankle pivot, just rotation, and a toe bend. So articulation on this figure is pretty decent. Let me go get that display stand. Okay, now can I have her stand up? So articulation is pretty decent. You get some very nice movement out of this torso, but you do get a lot of gappage when you do that. But articulation is pretty good. So overall, this is a really nice. Why did I put it in this pose? This is so goofy. So overall, this is a really nice figure. The details are nice. The accessories, well, they can't really fit in it. Where all the stands on the floor. The stand is a really nice inclusion because she can't stand up at all. But also the stand is kind of loose. So if you're moving this figure around, you don't want to take the stand off. Well, too bad. It's going to come off anyway. And this thing can't really fit in her hand either. But the figure does look really nice and articulates pretty well. As you can see, I can get it in this pose right here. So, I'm going to have to give this figure definitely a 9 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this review. I see you next time. Bye.